Hey, good afternoon YouTube, and welcome back to my garage. This video is going to be about taking this, this is a drip edge that you'd buy for the bottom of a regular household door. And I'm going to take this thing and paint it and put it on for a rain deflector on top of my windows in my cargo trailer. These things are real sturdy, heavy duty gauge aluminum, and relatively cheap. There are some alternatives that are special built for the cargo trailers, but they seem kind of flimsy. So I'm going to show you how I did it and what it looks like. Never mind the motorcycle in the background, I'm putting a fuel pump in it, and that's another story. So let's go outside and see how I'm doing this. Okay, here we are outside. This is a 30-inch window, and I have a stud here. There's one in the middle, and there's a stud there. So what will happen is I'm going to take this thing. It comes pre-drilled with some holes, but the center hole I'm going to line up with this right here, and then I'm going to drill a hole there and there and put screws in. And when I mount it up, I'm going to put this Dicor tape along the back to seal this edge up. But before I do all that, I got to go ahead and sand this a little bit and paint it black to match the rest of the trim. But you can see how this thing fits on here. This little edge right here, if you'll see it, flushes up against the side of the camper, and just makes that thing as sturdy as it can be. So anyway, let me go paint this thing up and get her mounted up, where I kind of show you what I'm doing. Okay, here we are. I'm going to take both of these, and I'm just going to take this 220 grit sandpaper and sand it down. The reason for doing that is really just kind of rough up the surface and clean it up so I get better adherence with the paint. As far as the sandpaper goes, I'm sure you could use something a little rougher or a little finer. I would probably stay away from the rougher part because you don't want to see the scuff marks through the paint. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and sand these both up like this, and not real hard, just give it a little polishing with the sandpaper on both of them. I'm going to do both of them, and then I'll wipe them down. I'll rub the surface with a little bit of alcohol to make sure there's no oils on there, and then I'll paint them up. Okay, I'm ready to paint it. I'm just going to use some regular old gloss black paint that I got from Lowe's. That's just kind of cheap glossy paint. So I've got this all done. Actually, I didn't use alcohol, I used acetone. I had some of that and I couldn't find the alcohol anyway. But anyways, it's as simple as laying this out and spraying it, you know. I'll probably get 2 good coats on here. But I just want to get a good coat on it. Now, if you've got prefer a silver finish, you can actually just leave them the way they are. I wouldn't sand them, I just put them right directly on. But I've got a blackout trim on my camper, so I'm trying to keep that. You can see that that's really nice. Get the edge there. Yeah, these are 36 inches, and so I'm going to use 3 inches on either end. There's really no need to actually cut them. So other than you know, sanding them and painting them and just basically screwing them on, not much to this project. But the main reason is to show you that these door drip edges look really good on there, and they're actually better than the drip edges that you could buy. Now, the reason why I want to put a drip edge on is as the rain comes down the side of the camper, it hits that window, it spends a lot of time trying to get around those seals, and eventually it will find a way in. Also, in a light rain, we just got some direct rain coming down and water running down the side of your camper, you can actually leave your windows open. Otherwise, you have the water coming across that screen. So there's 2 reasons to do it. I do that in all the campers. It really prevents problems down the road as far as water seeping in around the seals. But it also allows you in a light rain that's pretty straight without a lot of wind just to open the windows up as well. Anyway, that's it. I'll give this due time to dry, and we'll put them on there. We'll see how they look. Okay, yeah, the paint is dried on this thing, so I went ahead and you can see it looks really nice and shiny. Went ahead and put a 1/2-inch Dicor tape down this thing. So this backing will come off, and that will stick right on the side of the camper, get it all lined up, and then just drill the holes. Dicor tape provides a good seal for any imperfections on the back side, keeps the water from getting between it and the camper, and seals it up. No need for caulk along the top when you use a Dicor tape. Anyway, very good. Go ahead and remove this Dicor tape and stick this up on here, get a good look at it, make sure everything's good. Then I'm going to drill 3 holes. I'm going to catch it on each stud. There are a few extra holes in this thing that are pre-drilled. I'm just going to take some black caulk and pop them. I mean, this thing isn't heavy, it isn't load bearing. There's no point in putting that many screws in this thing. Okay, there it is, all lined up and stuck up on there. Dicor's holding on now. So I'm just gonna take a drill. I'm gonna drill it there, hit a stud, drill it there, hit a stud, drill it there, hit a stud. There'll be a hole here, here, and here that's not used. I'm just gonna take some black silicone and put it in there. I don't know if you can buy these without the holes already in them. That's the one drawback to these that I can see. But I think a little bit of black silicone there, when you see it, it'll be irrelevant at that point. Anyway, we'll give it a shot. Okay, here we are, we're finished. Got the drip edges all the way around. I think they look pretty good. They got a nice look to them. They extend out past the edges of the windows about 3 inches on each side, which is fine. I didn't want to cut them down, and that allows them just to clear the windows really well. You see they don't stick out too far, and where they do come out, you'll see that little edge in the underneath there that kind of goes up against the camper. Keeps you from pushing those in. Let's come around the other side here. Same thing. All mounted. Yeah, I think they look pretty good on there, and I think they're going to do the job. Keep the rain out. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this.